Zidane Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Furious Fu, which unfortunately is... I did not actually expect this to be what this video would be. If you watch my other videos, you probably know that I expected this video to be a episode analysis. Basically, what I had planned to do was I was planning to talk about everything that happens in this specific episode that is coming very soon, but I actually misunderstood the translation, and basically we only got an announcement video in this video. It was supposed to announce the release date, but I'm still not 100% certain when that is. But needless to say, it will more than likely be at some point around 3, some point during the next few weeks. So basically 3:30 sometime in the next few weeks, expect the episode. That's as much as I've gotten from the translations and stuff. It is possible that there has actually been a actual announcement of the date, but since I don't speak Portuguese, I cannot say for certain. But yes. Now, before we actually start talking about the actual plot theory of Furious Fu, we first need to discuss briefly Shanghai. Miraculous Shanghai just got an announcement, just got a trailer video today that basically announced that it's going to be coming out in April, which does worry me a bit because of the fact that Furious Fu is coming out here in March. So, that's worrying. Needless to say, there's probably still going to be a whole bunch of issues going on for the next while. But needless to say, it looks really interesting, and I do want to do some more... I'm going to do a plot theory about that soon, but don't expect it to be right away. Just because of all the craziness over the next few weeks. Anyways, back on topic. Furious Fu got a new trailer, got a new episode starter, and I am so excited to talk about all of it. So first off, we know now that the Kwamis are going to be involved heavily in this episode. Basically, at this moment, we now know that Furious Fu is actually about Fu being akumatized. But there's a second plot, which is actually probably a bit more important, as basically another Guardian has decided to come and talk to Marinette, which, needless to say, worries me a lot. Basically, Furious Fu is going to be talking about those specific episodes, or a lot of stuff to deal with the Guardians and stuff. Basically, a new Guardian is coming to town and is going to do a lot of damage. But basically, Marinette is going to take all of the Kwamis to go see Master Fu, even though they have to basically be out of sight and out of mind, not talking, which they are not going to do. But the point is that they are all going to be getting heavily involved, and will probably be the reason for why Fu gets akumatized. But basically, they all want to come, except for Bark, who decides to stay and protect the Miraculous Box, which, thank you, Bark. Why is there a fly? Sorry, I know you guys probably didn't see that, but there was a fly that just flew around my face for some reason. Anyways, back to the video. Oh, ADHD. Possibly. Don't know. Anyways, back to topic. So basically, what's going to happen in this episode is that, first off, we are going to be seeing a lot of Adrian and Marinette working together to basically protect the box and protect the Kwamis from this new Guardian, because, just plain and simple, Marinette is the right choice. She is 100% the right choice. But I think something important needs to be said about this guy. One, he is not a bad guy. He just wants to protect the Miraculouses. He has done this stuff longer than Marinette. He has known about the Miraculouses longer, way longer than Marinette, and was in training to be a Guardian longer than Fu was when the temple was destroyed. Which does mean that there is a lot going on here. Needless to say, he is not necessarily the right choice, but he does know a lot of things that Marinette and Adrien do not know. And this latest trailer, the trailer from Gloob, has actually 100% confirmed to me that by the end of this episode, the two of them are going to team up. Basically, starting with the two of them are going to work, or the three of them are going to work together to stop Master Fu and to save him from himself, as well as to deakumatize him. But the fact is that Marinette needs training. She needs a lot of training. And it's unfortunate that she unfortunately didn't get her training from Master Fu like they had planned to. So what's going to happen is that the Guardian is going to be more involved. Due to the fact that Master Fu has specifically chosen Marinette to be the new Guardian, I think by the end of this episode, he's going to understand why he did that. And more specifically, why Marinette is the right choice going forward in the future. The ability that she has to be able to hold all of the Miraculouses simultaneously is extremely important. And honestly, it does scare me a bit, but I think that that is the factor that they need to realize. And when this Guardian eventually sees that that she is able to fight Fu and actually save him, he's going to realize everything, understanding everything, and be ready to finally acknowledge her as a true hero and as the true Guardian. And through that, he is going to be super involved. Basically, here's something that I do want to say right now. He is not going to be in every single episode, but more than likely he is going to be in behind the scenes, basically acting as a substitute Guardian. Whenever Marinette needs a break from guardianship, he'll hold on to the box to protect it and all of that jazz. Or in certain cases where she just cannot carry the box around with her. Situations like when she's going to school, or other situations that we should probably not be getting into right now because there's a lot of different situations. But that is actually an important factor. To understand that he is going to be somewhat of the Guardian, but he's not going to be the complete Guardian. Marinette is still going to have to be in charge of it, but because of the fact that she has other responsibilities in her life, he's going to be there to pick up the slack. Since Marinette can't carry a giant box filled with the Miraculouses to a frickin' high school, he's going to be there as her backup. Now, apparently people don't like him, which I can't understand for the life of me, because he is actually an interesting character even right now. Like, obviously he is a mad character and all of this jazz, but I actually think that the reason for all of that is because he is Fu's older brother. Or at least he was like an older brother to him, which is, needless to say, going to be really interesting to say the least. But it also brings up another question. What exactly is going to happen after Fu is deakumatized? Is it possible that maybe now that he's actually been reacquainted with the Miraculouses and the like, will he regain his memories? It is an interesting thought, to say the least, but it could very easily be possible. I'm not really certain if I'm right in all of this, but it definitely could happen in my eyes, in my mind's eye. I don't know. I want to talk more about this episode, but unfortunately there's no real information yet. Basically, all we know for sure is that by the end of this episode, they are going to have to face Master Fu. But I actually think that more than likely, that is going to be a very minor part. And only going to have, like, one battle against him, where the three of them are going to eventually have to team up and finally stop him. But at the end of it, the Guardian is going to say, "I acknowledge you as the true guardian of the Chinese box." At which point, Marinette is going to get a huge power-up, allowing her to use her miraculous powers unlimited. Which, needless to say, I am ecstatic for, to just see how she manages to use her powers in ways that she's never been able to before. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Lucky Charm actually can be used much more effectively when you're not held back and don't have to de-transform or you get multiple uses. Because the fact remains that Cataclysm can be a very powerful ability if you get unlimited uses, but with something like Lucky Charm, there are so many possible outcomes here. And honestly, I'm really excited to see how things are actually going to play out moving forward with the series. There's just way too much conflict and stuff brewing around in my head. Needless to say, we have a lot to talk about over the next few weeks, months, however long this frickin' season's gonna be. Oh, needless to say, I'm excited, and I hope that you guys are as well. But one last thing before I go. Due to the fact that both channels are releasing Furious Fu first, something drew my attention to that. And that is, maybe, just maybe, we are getting episodes in chronological order moving forward. I do want to say real quick, the reason I believe this is because of the fact that Marinette is... We can't see it very well, but it does look like she could possibly be wearing a similar outfit at one point to what she is wearing when she encounters the new Queen Bee. And she is clearly still the Guardian as that's happening. Or at least, very likely she is. Which does lead me to believe that because of that, we're going to have a lot of really interesting chaos moving forward. Oh my gosh, I'm insane. It is 100% confirmed now. But basically, if that is due to the fact that she is going to have that outfit, I just can't help but feel like things are going to start being chronological. And maybe that is one of the biggest reasons why we had such a long wait between Season 4 and Season 3. Now, obviously, one of the big reasons was because of the fact that COVID happened. But before COVID actually started, it was originally supposed to be coming out in, like, way later than it normally would have. So, needless to say, a lot of people were very confused, including myself. So, moving forward to Season 4, I'm really just confused and really want to start talking more about this. We have a lot to talk about with Miraculous and everything going forward. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And even if you're not subscribed, but you just have, even if you're not new, but you just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because it really does help us out a lot. And of course, if you do have any thoughts or theories, please leave them down in the comments below. And if you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And of course, if you do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias and ways that you can support us financially, including our Patreon, our merch store, and the book. And a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. And last but not least, check out our other channels, which probably won't be getting much more content for a little while. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!